Hi everyone. Hi everyone. It's your girl Chika Ike-ojukwu. I am a content creator, a LinkedIn optimization and content marketing coach, and also a LinkedIn influencer.
Hello and welcome to Obehi podcast. I'm your host, Obehi A14, and I strongly believe that everyone has a story to share. Now let's get started with this episode.
I have 4 books right now. As at the last time I was speaking on this podcast, I had 3 books. Well, now I have 4 books, and it has just been a good journey for me. Yes, and also I'm a chemical engineer by profession.
That's lovely. So what is it? What is the latest book about? Tell us something. Give us some spoiler about it.
Okay, the latest book is just me answering 30 heartfelt questions that I get from my LinkedIn connections, students, and just generally my LinkedIn connections. Their questions I've answered over and over again, just on their DM or on just my post feed. So I just made sure to answer those questions and give people 30 give people step-by-step way to optimize their LinkedIn profile. So it's actually a birthday gift for me to my connections.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's interesting. The people that are listening to you, they should go there and check it out. Where can they find it?
It's on Seller.
It's also on Amazon.
No, I haven't put it on Amazon.
All right. Anyway, you are going to make sure it's available also in Amazon because at least more people can get the copy from there. Okay. So my first curiosity now would be people want to understand even the grammar there. I think it's a very high one. Optimization. Tell us, what does it mean by content optimization? People don't understand that.
Okay. Oh, actually, LinkedIn optimization, the simple term is making sure you have an all-star profile. All-star profile simply means your profile has all the information that your recruiter or your client will be able to get to give you that job or that gig that you are expecting, from your photo, your background photo, to your experience, to your education, to your summary, to your award honors and everything. Just making sure you fill every place, because when you get on LinkedIn, you see the beginner, that means you've not fully optimized. Then you see the intermediate, means you still have maybe 2 or 3 steps to go. Then you get an all-star profile. So just simply making sure all the sections on your LinkedIn profile is filled.
And when all these sessions are filled, they automatically become all-star, or they need to show it to you. They need to send you a message. How do you know that you are now an all-star LinkedIn member?
Okay. When you start at the beginning, you would see it's only seen to you. You can only see it. Nobody else can see that you're a beginner or you're an intermediate or you have an all-star profile. Nobody can see. You're the only person that can see it. So when you start working on your profile, it will show you a line, like a progression line, to show you, okay, you still have like 3 more steps to go, 4 more steps to go, 5 more steps to go. So it shows you from your beginning stage to your intermediate stage to your all-star stage. So I think before I updated my LinkedIn, app, you could see where it will show you all-star. That means the whole lines are green. So that means you have an all-star profile. You don't have anything.
We believe that everyone has a story to share. We believe in the power of storytelling in today's digital economy. Yes, we believe that our audience need to be touched at the level of emotion so we can better engage. What about you? Do you believe in storytelling as much as we do? Do you want to reach the hearts and minds of your audience? Then join us in our online training class, Storytelling for Content Creators and Digital Entrepreneurs. Come to obehi1food.com/storytelling and learn how to leverage your storytelling skills so you can earn more as a content creator and digital entrepreneur. Storytelling is a powerful instrument at our disposal. Let's explore it together. See you in the class.
That you've not filled up in your profile.
All right. Thank you so much for that. That is important, particularly for those that are new or maybe those that are just using LinkedIn as a casual thing. It's time to start taking it seriously, optimizing in a way that you can better get good lead. It might be maybe you are looking for work or maybe you are looking for a client, because LinkedIn really is it's a good platform. It's a good platform for me. I think it is for, for most people out there. All right. Now, what would you say about the tips that people should consider in optimizing their LinkedIn page? What kind of tips would you recommend for them?
Okay, I'll start from the beginning. I think this is going to be long, but let's move. Like this is a mini LinkedIn optimization class. First of all, I would say your picture, not your background picture now, your photo should be quality, should be good enough. For example, I've seen persons that use their passport photograph as their LinkedIn headshot picture, and it's like not good. Your face is too close to your, like it's too close to the circle, and the background is not neutral. Maybe it's just one white background. You're looking missing in action. There's no ear and everything. It's a total turn off for most persons, especially recruiters. They say the way you dress is the way you want to be addressed. So I feel you should use a very good quality picture. You don't have to always go to the studio to have a good shot. You can actually snap your picture in your house, use good editing apps, and you are good to go. Just make sure the background is neutral. Some persons, their pictures that they use on their LinkedIn profile is like what they use on their WhatsApp DP. Like the background is busy, maybe your church background, people are at the background, and it doesn't show how professional you are. Then the other one is your background photo, where you tell your audience what you do, your skills, and give them a call to action, which is your email or your phone number, as the case may be. Then the next one I would really want to point out is your headline. Your headline will sell you. Before anyone wants to go to your summary, want to go anywhere, after they've seen your picture, sorry, before I leave the part of picture, nobody wants a faceless person. So put up your picture. Are you a scam? I don't want people to see your face. So put up your picture. I actually don't even accept connections from people. Once I see you don't have a picture, I ignore your connection request. But like, why won't you have your picture on your profile? You're a human being, so put it out there. Then, as I said, headline has 220 characters. It was formerly 120 characters by LinkedIn, but now it's 220, and it is 220 for a reason. For you to sell yourself, that is your first point of sale, where you tell persons who you are and what you aspire to be. For example, you could see the first thing on my headline is content creator. I tell you that I'm an engineer. I tell you that I'm a LinkedIn optimization and content marketing coach. I tell you I'm the founder of this. And I tell you that I'm a brand ambassador enthusiast. So I'm not just telling you what I am, I'm telling you what I want to be. So all those things will help your search results, because if those keywords are not on your headlines, you will not appear in search results. Anytime someone types content creator, your name will pop up. Anytime somebody types an author, your name will pop up, and the rest of it. So many persons don't use their headlines to their advantage. They just put one random thing there and they feel that's okay and they are good to go. And some persons, they use so much wordings for their headlines, which is not really needed. For example, you see someone put experienced certified branding expert. The keyword there is just branding. If somebody is going to search for you, the person is just going to put branding or branding expert. So those experienced certified, you just wasted the whole space, and that you're supposed to use for other things. So apart from your headline, the next place I would love people to work on very well is their summary, their LinkedIn summary. Your LinkedIn summary is supposed to have a good introduction that want to make people read more about you. Good introduction. Tell us what you can bring to the table. Where many persons miss it in their summary is that they talk about them, and they don't tell their potential clients or um, or a recruiter what they can offer to that organization or what they can offer to that brand. So you can put out your services, and after you're done with writing a beautiful summary, this is another place many persons miss it. There is no call to action. What should we do after we've read your beautiful summary, your skills, your unique proposition? What should we do about it? Tell us to either reach out to you via DM, tell us to reach out to you via email, put your email address there, or you tell us to contact you via your phone number and the rest of it. So that is another thing. Another is having an optimized LinkedIn profile. I might not say everything into it or everything you need for your profile, but another thing I feel is very, very important is having an optimized LinkedIn profile. A profile that is void of that alphanumeric element that comes with it. For example, you see www.linkedin.com/your name, then you see all those alphanumeric things. If you want to, because most companies now, especially international companies, will ask you for your LinkedIn URL. They don't even need your CV. They just need your LinkedIn URL. And if you have those alphanumeric elements there, that shows that you are very, very unserious. That shows your profile is really not optimized. So I think that is one thing that is very, very important. Then sell yourself, sell your skills, your experiences, your educational background. Sell yourself on LinkedIn. For example, most CVs, resumes don't take a lot, but LinkedIn is your CV. Like that is the broader version of your CV. Put even your secondary school, your primary school, your just for example, if you've not done your masters, you could put your secondary school and your university, your bachelor's university, then your MSc, your PhD, whatever awards you've gotten in the past, put it there. Even if it's related to what the job you are searching for, the job you're not searching for, put everything there. Put all your awards, put all your someone reached out to me and he was like, I went to your award section and I was wowed. I'm like, what took you to my award section? And I was like, I went to award section and I was wow. So you received this award. And if I said, okay, I'm not going to put those awards there, they are not related to what I'm looking for on LinkedIn, they're not related to this, I will do myself harm because anything can be your selling point. So you don't know what is going to sell you. So just make sure you are selling yourself. Put your awards, put your certifications, put your project. If it's possible, put the project you did in school. If it was published, put it there. Any book you've written, put it there. Any link, put it there. And LinkedIn is evolving every day. LinkedIn is evolving every day because now we have a part where you could put a link where people could reach you directly. You could put your link tree there. You could put anything that people could even come to your WhatsApp or any link you want people to use to get to you directly. You could put it on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is doing a whole lot, and persons that are not getting engagement and the rest of them, some of them, their creator mode is off. Their creator mode is off. Now you could have audio events on LinkedIn, have live video sections. You could have so many things on LinkedIn. So many persons are not taking advantages of those things. That is why they are crying that there's no engagement.
Thank you so much for that. That's a lot. Any person that is serious can actually write down all the points that you put there. They are really a lot, honestly. All right. You did say that people don't optimize their LinkedIn page. That is why they complain that it's not working. And I think that is important to to really expand on. Is it because they don't know or they don't know how to do it? Because okay, you did say that you take picture. Because there is this URL I usually share with people. You know, online you can do actually a lot of things. No, You might even have a picture, you want to remove the background, no? Maybe there is a lot of busy things in the background. You can just simply upload it online and you remove the background. The picture is now clean. If you know how to
True.
do minimal editing, maybe you can even use Canva. It's free for you to use, though. You can do anything you like to do. It's just a question of having the minimum curiosity and be creative. You can do a lot of things. I believe people can do a lot of things online instead of maybe giving excuses.
Thank you for that.
So when you talk to people that you are coaching, what kind of difficulty do they tell you about maybe coming out on LinkedIn and really be successful in what they do?
Most of my students, their first point of fair needs to be they've been on LinkedIn before, but when they feel intimidated, they come on LinkedIn and say, I just got a gig, a $600 gig. I just got a new job with Google. I just got this, I just got that. And they're like, what is happening? What's happening? Why am I not getting all these things? And the rest of them. So I tell them it's all about positioning. It's all about positioning. In as much as I would say the truth, it's not easy as it seems. It's not easy as it looks. It's not easy as it seems because nobody can tell you how long they've been searching for those opportunities. Some persons just tell you, I'm glad to announce I got a $600 gig on LinkedIn. But they never tell you how long they've waited, how long they've stayed on LinkedIn to actually get that $600 gig. So somebody thinks, oh, I just come on LinkedIn, optimize my profile, and the next thing I'm getting gigs. Next thing a recruiter reaches out to me and gives me a job and the rest of it. So I try to make them understand that it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. In as much as you see those things online, just make sure you celebrate with them, but do your part to get the results you want. And the first part to getting the results you want is optimizing your profile. And some persons, after optimizing their profile, they go to bed feeling the results will just fall on them. And it doesn't work that way. So there's a whole lot to do after optimizing your profile to get the results you actually want online.
After optimizing your profile, there is a moment of taking action for growth. You want your connection to grow, no? And they don't grow by magic; they grow by action. You need to take action.
Yeah.
Action is actually the only thing that make things change, and change is action. If you don't take action, nothing will change. Everything will remain the same. Looking at LinkedIn and looking at maybe the possibility of taking action, I'm looking at comment, for example, engagement. So what would you recommend as the best way to engage on LinkedIn so that people can get result? Because now they have optimized their page, but they are not yet taking action. Therefore, they are not seeing result. They want result, they need to take action. But what kind of action should they take in relation to maybe commenting and interaction with the people or with the platform as it were?
After optimizing your LinkedIn profile, now you are visible to thousands of people, if not millions of people on LinkedIn. For example, LinkedIn will tell you optimizing your profile gives you 27 times more visibility than not optimizing your profile. So after optimizing your profile, the next thing is to engage your community with content that resonates with your audience. For example, many persons, they come on LinkedIn with the intention of getting jobs, getting gigs, and the rest of it. And people don't really know what they do. So those gigs and jobs that they want will not come to them. So after optimizing your profile, now you have to have a content strategy, a strategy to help you grow your audience. A place where there is value, people will always come to that place. That is your reward for sharing value. The followership you get, the engagement you get, that is your reward for the value that you're sharing. For example, if you're a content writer and you want gigs on LinkedIn, I feel you should be able to create good content that you could always tell maybe your clients to check you out on LinkedIn, check your portfolio on LinkedIn, because I take LinkedIn as my portfolio. Anybody I'm supposed to send my portfolio, except the ones I've done for some newspaper agencies and the rest of them, I will send you straight to my LinkedIn. Go and feed your eyes. Go through all, if you have the time, go through all the posts I've made on LinkedIn and the rest of it. And you will see that I use it to sell myself. I remind my audience that I'm a content writer. I remind them, because no one will sell you more than you will sell yourself. And one thing that has helped me very well on LinkedIn is recommendations, because person is just like, oh, content writer, somebody that you need. And the person says, oh, this person is good for this. And the person gives you maybe the contract or the gig. So sell yourself on LinkedIn using content. That's where content marketing comes in place. That's where content marketing shows up. Use content to sell your products, to sell your service. Make your audience know this is what you do. You don't just come to their face and tell them, buy from me. I'm a content writer. I know how to write. No. Keep writing. Keep showing them. More than you tell them, keep showing them. Just keep reminding them.
To be a great content creator in today's fast-changing economy, you need one thing: storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful instrument to leverage either for personal use or for your business success. This is why this training class, Storytelling for Content Creator and Digital Entrepreneurs, was created. It is designed to help you leverage the power of storytelling so you can stand out from the crowd and earn more in your business. Come to obehi.com/storytelling and learn how to leverage your storytelling skill to earn more as a content creator and digital entrepreneur. You need the power of storytelling to stand out in the competition. So let's explore it together. See you in the class.
That is why you see most times, you see where I write, kindly follow me for more this thing. I'm open to these gigs. All those things are part of your selling strategy to keep you in the mind of people. So content cannot be overemphasized. You need to create content that resonates with your audience. So many persons are creating content that doesn't resonate with their audience. So many persons are just creating content that tells you aspire to perspire. You know, that kind of content. They're always motivating people, whereas there's no motivational speaker on their headline. Nobody will call you to come and maybe do a motivational speech for them in maybe their place of work or something like that. So you're not selling yourself with those kind of content. For example, a medical personnel that wants to get maybe a health gig, something, or maybe a health writer, for example, is always posting motivational talks. You won't sell yourself that way. You won't sell yourself that way. But if you come on the online space as a health writer, you help teach people how to maybe their personal hygiene, why you feel this way, the kind of food you should eat, why you should not take Coke and pineapple at the same time. People will relate to it because many persons are ignorant of those things. They'll relate
What
to
really
it,
happen when you take Coke and pineapple at the same time?
they are acidic. Some of them are, yeah, it's really not good.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yes.
That is head advice number one.
So you see, you relate to it. So persons who want to engage on that kind of content, maybe some other persons know about it, and some others don't know about it. We're like, wow, thank you for sharing this tip. Wow, thank you for sharing this tip. Wow, thank you for sharing this tip. And from there, so when you create a content that people resonates with, you get the engagement, you get the post impressions, you get them talking about it, and LinkedIn will push your content. Push your content. Even if I have a good followership base, I call them LinkedIn family members. There are some contents I might post that might not resonate with a lot of people. That's where you see, oh, this post is really not doing well. In as much as we have sometimes LinkedIn algorithm is having issues with the rest of them. But you just notice that, oh, this doesn't work well for your audience. This what works well. They love tips, they love tricks, they love hacks. They just want to know maybe how to make money doing this. They want to know tips on how to work on their profile, tips on how to get a job on LinkedIn. all those kind of content works very well for my audience. They like the things like that. And yeah. So that's just how you get engagement. That's the value you give is what gives you the engagement.
Thank you for that. I think that is important. Of course, I'll take it of something I'm going to clarify there on the strategy. But let's first of all look at the summary, because when you were listing out the point, the tips that you need to consider when creating a good or an optimized profile, you did make mention of also the summary, no, where you describe who you are and all that. So I want to ask you, what do you consider? What for you is a good LinkedIn summary that sort of describe who you are?
Okay. For me, a good LinkedIn summary should be a summary that may be divided into 4 paragraphs or 5 paragraphs at most. Because LinkedIn summary has 2,000 characters maximum, including spaces and punctuation. So you have to use it very well. You have to start with a good introduction that will make people want to click to even read your summary at all. Sell your skills, the skills you've garnered and what you want to achieve. So for me, the first thing is your introduction. The second thing is your skills, the skills you've acquired, maybe from learning from the university, working experience, and the rest of them. The third one for me is your unique value proposition. Everybody has those skills. Don't sound generic in your summary. Everybody is dedicated, hardworking, has good interpersonal skills. Everybody has that. Everybody has that on their. And so don't sound too generic and the rest of it. Then the next one for me is your services. What do you bring to the table? If we hire your organization, what are the services you're going to give to us? For example, if you check out my LinkedIn summary, you'll see where I talked about I do CV writing, my coaching, and creative writing, and everything I can offer. I have these skills, but there's something I can offer you. My strategy of how I've been able to be successful on LinkedIn is the first one is I went for mentorship. I went for mentorship. In as much as we have free mentorships here and there for particular courses, maybe for content classes and the rest of them, it's important to pay for mentorship because when you pay, it said that you pay attention. So the first thing I did was to actually pay for mentorship, pay for a LinkedIn optimization masterclass, and that was where my LinkedIn journey, success journey started from. I've been on LinkedIn since 2019 actually, but I didn't know anything. I really didn't know anything about LinkedIn. I just felt LinkedIn was like Facebook. LinkedIn was like Instagram. You just go make a random post and say goodbye and come back again and just continue the cycle. But I knew that I wasn't doing it right. I wasn't really doing it right. And one day I was going through my post feed and I saw my now coach. She advertised a free LinkedIn training. I attended the free LinkedIn training and she said that there will be more in the masterclass. Because of the value I got from the free training, I noticed that I just had this feeling that the masterclass was going to be explosive. So, but I didn't have the money as at that time. That was just 5,000 naira at that time. I could not pay for the masterclass, but it was in my heart. So God put it in my hand. I paid for her 15th edition, and that was where my LinkedIn story, success story, started from. I built 2,000 followers from 2019 to 2021. Then in September 2021, that is where my LinkedIn journey started from. Before you know, it was 3K, before you know, it was 5K, before you know, it was 7K. And that is where we are now. So I celebrated my LinkedIn anniversary this September. Yeah, this September made it 1 year of being intentional on LinkedIn. So that's the first strategy. Go for paid mentorship. Leave freebies alone. Freebies will not give you what you want. The second strategy for me is to know my purpose. Why am I on LinkedIn? What is my purpose? Why am I on LinkedIn? Do I want to get a job? Do I want to impact lives? Do I want to get known? And the rest of it. So knowing my purpose has made the journey easier. It's not that easy, but it has made the journey easier because I know my purpose is to impact life, inspire people. While doing that, I'm actually selling myself and selling my services. So I usually tell people I'm on LinkedIn for influence, impact, and income. The three I's why I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn again for influence, for impact, and for income. So that alone helps me know the kind of content I'm supposed to create. That alone tells me how to relate with my community, how to relate with my connections and my network, what I should look for when I go on LinkedIn. Those are the things that actually keep me in place. So I'm not moved so much by maybe number of likes, number of followers, and the rest of them. As far as I am serving value, I believe the reward for that value would be the followership, would be the likes and engagements on my post. So that just is primarily for me. I went out for mentorship. I know my why. I know the reason why I'm on LinkedIn. And that why has been able to shape everything I do on LinkedIn. When I take breaks on LinkedIn, what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to post, what I'm not supposed to post, how am I supposed to be perceived, how I build my personal brand, and the rest of it. So that just is primarily for me on that.
Thank you so much for that, Chika. That's really important. It's important. It's important to be intentional when you are doing things, what you are doing, because you are going to, that is the only way you're actually going to get result from it. But of course, even when you are not getting the result yet, for the fact that you are intentional, it's a total different ball game altogether. But why? Why are some people not intentional in their LinkedIn operation? They are there on LinkedIn, but they are not really intentional. Like, of course, you did point it out. You were there for a long while. You were not intentional about it. Because you are a LinkedIn coach, you coach people about it. Now you have spoken to them. By now, you now know why. So, what is the why? Share with us.
Many persons, they feel LinkedIn is a place to come and get intimidated, get depressed, because every day you see people say, I just got a gig, I just got a dollar, $1,000 gig, I just got my dream job, I just got a scholarship, an internship. So people are like, what's happening here? Why is this not happening for me and the rest of them? So they just come online and see those things and feel people are bragging too much or people are lying, as people may say, and go offline, not knowing that there are opportunities for them to actually grow on that platform. Another reason I feel people are not intentional about LinkedIn is that they don't know what LinkedIn has in store for them. When you are ignorant about a particular platform, you will not want to utilize it or maximize it. When I didn't know so much about LinkedIn, as I said before, I would just come, post randomly, leave, come back again, and I wasn't getting what I was supposed to get from LinkedIn because I was not intentional about it. So I feel persons are ignorant of the fact that, oh, LinkedIn is a place to build a community. LinkedIn is a place to thrive. LinkedIn is a place to add your quota to the society, to add your quota to your connections or your community as you've built thus far. It's a place to build your personal brand. It's a place to air your views. It's a place to give yourself a voice. So many persons are not intentional because you don't know those things. So once you know those things, that you have the privilege to do all this on a platform, you even have the opportunity to earn, you have the opportunity to work and the rest of it, then you will be intentional about LinkedIn. And I feel another reason why foreign persons are not really intentional, just feel, okay, LinkedIn is a place to get a job. Once I've gotten my job, I think I will just take my leave or something like that. But many persons come to LinkedIn and they are frustrated because they feel they've come to LinkedIn to get a job, not knowing that you have to position yourself to be known. I feel that is three of the reasons why most persons are not intentional about LinkedIn.
Now, how can people get to connect with you more on LinkedIn so they can work with you? Share that with them.
If you want to connect with me, as I said before, my name is Chika Ike-ojukwu. I think the best thing you could even do is go on Google, search for me, Chika Ike-ojukwu. When you search for me on Google, my LinkedIn profile, I think that's the first thing you will see on my Google. Then when you click on it, it will take you directly to my LinkedIn page, and you can connect with me there by sending me a LinkedIn invite. You can talk to me via DM, and there is also a link on my profile that can take you straight into my WhatsApp DM, so we can talk more. We can I can hear what you have to say, what you have to add, and maybe any of my services I could help you gain visibility on LinkedIn and the rest of it. So the simple step, just go on Google, search for me, Chika Ike-ojukwu. When you do that, my LinkedIn profile will be the first thing that will pop up. Click on it. When you get to LinkedIn, send me a connection request. I will obviously accept. I accept that as fast as I can. Then you could send me a DM or reach out to me on WhatsApp with the link on my profile. That is how you can reach out to me.
All right. Chika Ike-ojukwu. For the curiosity, is that the granddaughter of the famous Ojukwu, or are you related? Tell us something about that. We are curious.
Okay. I'm not the granddaughter of Ojukwu, the Biafra Ojukwu. We are from the same state, but we're not even from the same town and the rest of it. So that's just it. We're just from the same state.
So it's just a coincidence.
Yes.
All right. That's cool. It's just for a curiosity. We were just curious about that. We wanted to know that. Okay. Now, what will be your final thought here in the conversation that we have had here? We talked about LinkedIn, the strategy, how to become successful in it, because we want people to be successful if they are there on LinkedIn. So what is your final thought to conclude it?
Okay, my final thought to conclude is that if you want to be on LinkedIn, you just have to be intentional. Don't come to LinkedIn with a mindset of, I want to get a job, I want to get a job today, I want to get a job tomorrow. Come to LinkedIn with a mindset of, I want to make an impact. I want to be a voice. I want to add value. I want to build my personal brand. I want to build a community of my own, a community I can go back to, a community of loyal followers, a community of a family. Yes, a family that can check up on you when you're not feeling fine, a family that can come for your events. That is what you should come to LinkedIn for. You can come to LinkedIn with the mindset to sell your products and services, which is very, very okay. Don't make anybody make you feel that, oh, you are desperate or something like that. No one will blow your trumpet for you better than you do it. So you go out there, use content to speak to the minds of your audience, to speak to the emotions of your audience. And at the end of the day, you'll be smiling because you are doing what you want to do. Know your why, know the reason why you're on LinkedIn, and it will make life easy for you.
All right, super. That is really important. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure here for your sharing. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you subscribe so you never miss any of our future episodes. Rate and review Obehi podcast and share with your friends who might need it. I remain Obehi Ewafo. Thank you so much for listening, and talk to you in the next episode.